Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you came to our YouTube channel for first time, please make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit bell icon. So in this video we will discuss RFQ, request for quotation concept. So what's that RFQ and what's the business requirement for that RFQ? So let me give you a very practical example. Like let's suppose you just want to purchase something. Like let's just suppose you just want to purchase laptop, HP laptop. So you will not simply go to one shop and you will purchase. You will go to first shop and you will ask for quotation. Then you will go to second shop and you will again ask for quotation. Like that you will go to 2-3 shops and then you will just see their quotation. You will compare their prices, and after comparing their prices then only you are going to select shop for purchasing that laptop. So let's suppose you have selected shop 3 for that. Okay, after comparing the prices you just selected shop 3 to purchase that laptop. So what you will do right now, you will just order from shop 3 to purchase that computer. So that's a quotation, like that's a request for quotation. Same like that in companies, let's suppose we just want to procure something in procurement process. If we just want to purchase steel, we have to create a quotation for that, right? So we are going to create a quotation. We are going to like request for quotation. In request for quotation, these are the steps. Like we are going to create a quotation, request for quotation, and we are going to send that to vendor, and then vendor is going to send the prices with the conditions, and we are going to compare those prices, and then we are going to select our vendor, and another vendors whatever we are not going to select, those also have shared us quotation. We are going to reject those vendors, right? And for selected vendors we are going to create a purchase order. So that's a concept of RFQ, request for quotation. So if I just talk about the business requirement, like in interview, if interviewer is going to ask to you what's the business requirement for request for quotation, how you are going to answer that? So like whenever the company needs material, they will raise PR, and based on the PR they will create RFQ, request for quotation. In the request for quotation they give mandatory details like quotation deadline dates, purchase group and purchasing org and delivery date, and other data copies from purchase requisition. Then after getting quotation prices, like once we just get a quotation prices from vendor, what we are going to do, we are going to maintain that quotation with RFQ numbers. After that they do compare quotation, and the quotation comparison will suggest the best quotation. Best quotation will be selected as per the quotation comparison, right? So if you want to reject the vendor that we are not interested in, what we are going to do, we will check on quotation number and we are going to select our checkbox in that I will explain you. Like once we will see end to end procedure for that request for quotation, then you will able to answer that easily, right? So we are going to select our checkbox that the vendor is rejected, and with the selected vendor, like whatever quotation we have selected, for that selected vendor what we are going to do, we are going to create a PO with respect to RFQ. So we are going to discuss that one by one. So first step, like what you used to do, like whenever you just require a material, you just want to purchase some material, what you will do, first you just create a PR, purchase requisition. So in purchase requisition itself, what you do, like you just give that material number, sort text, quantity, all these details you just give in that purchase requisition. And once that purchase requisition is created, you just like send that quotation to vendor through mail or fax, and then from different supplier we are just maintaining that quotation, and we are giving all these details like quotation deadline date, purchase or purchase group, all these details we are going to mention, and we are going to send that to vendor, right? Then vendor will send us the prices. So once they will send, we are going to maintain that quotation, right? So they will send us the prices like that. Let me show you. They will send like vendor 50015 is a one vendor, another vendor is this one. They are just sending, and these are the materials, and these are the conditions for that, and these are the delivery dates. That's the conditions and prices mentioned by vendor. This vendor is just like giving this price, and conditions are this, like discount on gross price will be 15%, delivery date will be 1 month from current date. They are saying like vendor 50015 is saying he is going to deliver in current date plus 6 week. This vendor is saying current date plus 1 week, 1 month, right? So like that they are going to send their quotations, like they are going to send their quotations, right? We are going to maintain that quotation using T code ME47. Once we will maintain for all the vendors, then we are going to compare the quotation, right? And like system, like you can see how much that SAP system is smart. For selected vendor it will be green, for like rejected like the vendor that you can select, that the system is suggesting this one is that. So this one is suggesting for this vendor because it's turned to green, and these two are blue. So that one like you are going to select, you can select from here like 71%. So you can select that, like prices is minimum, it's not that much expensive, so you are going to select the green one. For that rejected vendor you are going to select R checkbox from here itself, you are going to select R checkbox. And then in quotation output quotation in ME9A we are going to print that, and we are going to send to the vendor, okay? And for the selected vendor we are going to create a PO. So these are 6 steps that we need to follow for request for quotation. So in next session, in part 2, I will explain on SAP system practically how we can do that, right? So that's about the business requirement and steps in RFQ. So I will explain that practically on SAP Sandbox in next session. So until now you can go through notes also, and if interviewer is going to ask to you, you can answer like that, what's the business requirement for RFQ. So I guess it's clear. If you have any doubt related to that, you can ask me in comment section, I will definitely answer that. And that's about today's session. So if you want to enroll in our complete course, you can like ping us on that mentioned number. So thank you, thanks a lot, may God bless you all.